Join me on the mat and we will begin. So we will begin with checking in with ourselves. So just take a moment to get yourself to settle and check in if there's anything going on in your structure that needs care, taking care. That's our job, taking care. So I had a sore hip for a few weeks, then it went away, then it's back a little bit. So taking care. So we will be working today with a practice that works the core. And this is really important to maintain core strength. It keeps the spine aligned. So yeah, so might be your favorite or it might be your most hated, but we've got to do the core. So go ahead and sit down, turn around, come on to the back, and we will begin there. So come on to the back, let yourself down, check in with your shoulders, arms, hands. Check in with the low back as you move down the line. Allow the feet to be on the ground, the knees are bent. This relaxes the back. So this is our check-in place. What do we notice? Anything going on? We'll check in. So what we're working to do today is building strength and stretch in the core. So where's the core? It's from the middle of the breastbone all the way to the pubic bone called rectus abdominis, long and strong. Coming in from the sides, transverse abdominis. So we'll just discover. So let one hand rest below the navel, one hand rest above. And check in with your breath and feel how the belly is relaxed. And as you inhale, there's expansion. Let the belly expand. And as you exhale, it's just softening. Softening back to rest. Inhale is expansion. And exhale is softening back to rest. Inhale is expansion. And on the exhale, press the waist to the ground, feel the belly contract. Inhale, let it go, expand. Exhale, press the waist to the ground, feel it contract under the fingers. One more time, expand. Release the breath, press the spine to the floor, feel the contraction under the fingers. That's your core, and release, relax. Leave the hands where they are. Feel the softness underneath the fingers. Now lift the head and feel contract under the fingers. As you bring the head down, feel the belly soften. Try it again. Pick up the head, feel contract under the fingers. This is core. Bring the head down and feel the softening under the fingers, relaxing. So extend one leg. Let the foot rest on the ground, feel the belly is soft. Lift the heel an inch or two, feel contract under the fingers, and let it down, feel relax. Lift it again, feel contract under the fingers, stay. Lift the head, feel more work, stay. Bring the head down, bring the foot down, feel the belly soften and relax. Bring the foot back. Other side. So lift up the knee and extend. The belly is soft. As you lower the leg, you'll feel gentle contraction under the fingers as the weight of the leg makes its way down. There's more and more work in the core, managing the weight of the leg until it reaches the floor, and then soft. Then the belly goes soft. Now pick up the foot, feel the belly contract, bring it back up, back up, back up, and at a certain point, you'll feel the belly soften. There's no more work. And bring it down. Bring it down. Come to our rest. Now, that was all about contract. This piece is all about stretch. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale back. Keep on going a few. Arms overhead, feel the belly stretch. Core is stretching. And release. Core is stretching. And release. Pause here. Bring one arm overhead. Feel that side stretch. Stay. Just feel that stretch all the way on that lifted arm side and bring it down and feel it soften and relax. Now stretch the other side, arm up and over, stay. Feel that stretch all the way down the line. And as you bring the arm down, you'll feel the belly return to relax. There, feel it. Now we'll feel the whole core, but first let's hug up the knees and just stretch the back and relax the core. Relax it all. Stretching low back, circling a little bit. You know, we do this regularly. This is to keep the hip sockets lubricated inside. So we circle and go looping wide, and looping smaller, and looping smallest, and pause, circle other way, small loops, growing wider, growing wider, growing widest, and back to smaller. As we massage the back, increasing circulation, releasing tension back to center, hug it up, hug it up, hug it up, feet to rest, arms alongside. So when we lift into bridge, when we lower through bridge, we'll feel the whole core work. So let's press the feet and lift the hips high. Now take your time coming down. Feel contract high to middle to low as you come to rest. And when you're there, feel the belly relax. Take a breath. Now let's see if we can feel it contracting from the bottom up. So bring the hands onto the core, lift the tailbone, press the waist. Lift the waist, roll up and feel that contraction under the fingers until you're up and then there's nothing there. And feel it as you come down, contracting high under the fingers, middle to low, contracting as you go down to rest. When you're there, the belly softens. Have a breath. So let's pick up the knees one more time and feet to rest. Now we're going to wring out that towel of the core, wring out the rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis from the sides and up and down, arms wide, knees side, side. Your own comfortable pace, head turns away as the knees roll down, squeezing the core. Other way, same thing, squeezing the core, wringing out that towel. Your own pace. Connect to the breath. It's exhale, squeeze it out. Inhale, return. Exhale, squeeze it out. Inhale, return. A few more. Wringing out the towel, and when you release that ring, there's a flood of circulation. This helps the muscles stay resilient, strong, responsive. Side to side, side to side. Pause here. Release the arms. So let's explore the breath patterns we'll be using through the next sections. So the belly is soft. Inhale, expand. Exhale, relax. That's just our normal. Inhale, expand. Exhale, relax. Inhale, expand. Now exhale, contract the core. Pause, feel it. Inhale, expand. Contract the core. Pause, feel it. Inhale, expand. Contract the core. Pause on empty. 1, 2. Feel it and release. Release and let the breath come back to rest. Release and relax. A couple more breaths here and then we'll turn over and come on to the knees. Working through the whole process of contracting core, stretching core with awareness. So come on over, hands and knees. Come on to hands and knees. Hands and knees, Chakravarkasana. No surprises here. 1, pull the belly in. 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, hips to the heels, and return. And repeat. Coming into the body, Chakravarkasana. Moving with your breath. Moving with your breath. When you come back, pause. So now we'll do a few with a conscious contraction of the core. So pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, drop back, inhale, return. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, drop back, and return. Let's do one more. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, drop back, and return. Pause here. Our final will be pause on empty. So pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and return. So that was all about contract. The other piece of the equation is stretch. So drop the hips back, stretch the arms longer, wider, and come on forward. Drop the hips, lift the chest. We're stretching core, stretching core, stretching core, and press back. Soft exhale back. Try it again. Stretch the core. Drop the hips down, lift the ribs, lift the chin, stretch the core, feel it. And drop back. Let's do one more. Stretch the core. So you can always tuck tailbone to lessen the impact on the waist. Stretch, 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 stretch. And back. Release the breath. Stay. Feel the stretch. So we're ready to release. Release and come up and stand. Come up to stand. Preparing for our warm-up series where we will work with the breath patterns again. So find your inner mountain with the feet, with the toes, with the knees. We're unlocking. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension through the crown, shoulders up, back, down. Solid, steady, strong, and still. Feel the breath. Feel the breath. Hold, stay. Couple more breaths here. We release. We release for our series. It's forward bend, side stretch, chair. 3 with a normal breath. 2, contracting core. The final contracting core, pause on empty. So here is our normal. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, return. Find the side stretch. Inhale, back. Find the side stretch. And back. Drop down to the chair and return. And again, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale side. Inhale, return. Other side. And return. Drop down to chair. And return. Final set. Normal breath. Checking out. Moving with the breath. When you come back, return to mountain. Check back in. So now we'll do 2 sets with consciously contracting the core. So let's let the breath return. Let's bring awareness to the movement of the breath and bring the arms overhead with an inhale breath. Contract the core. Inhale back up. To the side, contract the core. Inhale, return. Contract the core. Return. Contract the core. Return. And again, contract the core. Return. Contract the core. Return. Contract the core. Return. Contract the core. Return. Release. Back to mountain. Back to your checklist. The toes, the knees, the tailbone, the crown, the shoulders, the image. Solid, steady, strong, and still. We're letting the breath come back to rest. For our final set is contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Here we go. Inhale up. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2, and return. To the side, squeeze it out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and return. Squeeze it out. Pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Utkatasana. Pause on empty. 1, 2. Come back up and release. Release to mountain. Release to breath. Release to awareness. And now we turn. We turn. So we're working with 1 foot forward, 1 foot wider and back. Squaring hips and shoulders. So our movement is going to be coming into the warrior 2 and then triangle and then the warrior 2. So let's bend the knee, bring the arms up, find the warrior 2. And tip down to the triangle. Return to the warrior 2 and back to the start. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior 2. Back to the start. And again, inhale here. Exhale, tip. Inhale, return. Back to the start. That was 2, 3 with a normal breath. We're coming to 2 with contract the core. Inhale, up. Contract the core. Inhale, return. Back to the start. Take a breath. Inhale, warrior. Contract the core. Inhale, return. Back to the start. The final one is pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, warrior. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, warrior. Back to the start. Bring the feet back. Return to mountain. Checklist. Toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. What's the breath telling you? And we release for the second side. Foot forward, foot back. Widen the base. Find the alignment, knee, ankle, toe. Preparing for the warrior 2 and the triangle flow. So as we go, inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, tip to triangle. Inhale, warrior 2. Back to the start. Inhale, warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior. Back to the start. And the final inhale here. Exhale, tip. Inhale, return. Back to the start. Take a breath. The next 2 will be contracting core. Inhale, warrior. Contract the core, triangle. Inhale, warrior. Back to the start. Inhale, warrior. Contract the core, triangle. Inhale, warrior. Back to the start. Return to breath. Check back in. Our final set will be pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, warrior. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, warrior. Back to the start. Bring the feet back. Take a moment. So we're coming to our balance challenge, and we want to look when we're balancing at what's going on in the core, because the core muscles are working. The transverse abdominis, the rectus abdominis are all subtle work to keep you stable. So find your little variation on the Vrikshasana tree with 1 foot in front or behind. Bring attention to the core. Notice what's going on. Change the position of the foot. Different demand. Change the position of the foot. And release. And change it out. Other set. So we're changing the position of the foot to see how it affects the work in the core that is stabilizing. So, stabilizing. 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 And release, and release, And we'll come down to the knees. Come on down. Knees on the ground, Chakravarkasana, easy, soft. Easy, soft. Breath stays free. Okay, so now we're going to look at contracting the core. We're going to stay in low plank or high plank, and then we're going to come to the down dog and work with the breath a little bit there. So let's pick high plank or low plank and stay. So come to whichever works best for your wrists. They're about the same for your core, and stay. Breath free. Drop the knees, drop back. Let the breath go free, reflecting the work of staying in the core. We'll try it again. Lifting the knees, working the core. And down and back. Bring the hands, turn the toes under, come to the down facing dog. Here, the breath is free. The heels are off the ground. The knees are soft. Okay, for the next few breaths, contract the core on exhale. Release the breath. In the final few breaths, we're going to pause on empty. 1, 2. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale. Final time, contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale. Drop the knees. Breath stays free. Return to Chakravarkasana. Breath stays free. The body is relaxing and recovering. So this is how you keep your resilience. Bringing demand into the structure. Breath free. So all of that work with low plank and down dog was working with contracting the core. So our next set, working with Bhujangasana, is stretching the core. So come on to the floor. Come on down. Come on down. Bring the elbows forward. Bring the forehead to rest. The breath is free. So I want to mention here, do we want to bring tailbone tuck? So if you tend to overarch at the waist, it's tailbone tuck time. And then press the hands down, peel the ribs up, and stay. This is a powerful stretch to the core. Feel it. On the exhale, pull the belly to the spine. Come on down, contract the core down. Have a breath. Stretch again. Press the arms down, peel the ribs up, contract the core and stay. So stretch the core and stay is what I wanted to say. Stretch the core and stay. It's on the release that we pull the belly to the spine, contract the core, coming down. Cheek to the side, breath free. And point the nose down, press the palms, peel up the ribs, stretch the core, stay. Coming down, button the navel to the spine, come down, 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 cheek to the side, breath free. stay. So now we'll be moving, lifting the legs. And so at the top of the leg, there's a muscle called iliopsoas that connects the top of the leg into the front of the core. So you're going to feel some stretch there, possibly, when you lift the leg. So we're going to leave the elbows forward for now and leave the forehead to rest for now and come to the left side. Turn the toes under. Press the heel away, lift the legs, see if you can feel the stretch at the top and stay. And down and relax. Take a breath. Let's see if we can stretch that other side. Toes under, heel pressing, lift and stay. Find the stretch at the top of the thigh and into the groin. On the exhale, let it down. Relax. Legs and hips. Have a breath. We're going to lift the leg a little higher. See if we can feel a different stretch, and we're going to press the arms down to complete the posture. So on the left side, lift up the leg, up, 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 find stretch. Press the arms, feel the ribs up, deepen the stretch, and stay. And all down, forehead to rest. Breath. Other side. Bring up the leg, bring it up, 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 find stretch. Press the arms down, peel the ribs up, deepen the stretch, and stay. Breath free. Stretching core, stretching core. And release and down. Forehead to rest. Breath free. We're rolling over onto the back. So catch up with me there. Roll on over. Pick up the knees. Let the back stretch. Let the breath stay free. As the body comes gradually, slowly, gently back to rest. There's nothing going on here except low back stretch. Apanasana. Okay, come to a rest. Bring the feet down. Bring the arms out. So we're coming to the, again, wringing out the towel, twisting the core, down and back, down and back. Turn the head away. Your own pace. Picture you're wringing out that towel, and that's flushing out the core muscle with circulation. So we're moving from side to side, squeezing out the towel, wringing out the towel, wringing out rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis. We will come back to rest. Check it out. Check out sensation, reaction. We're going to come and sit and do a seated twist, which will be all about stay. That one was all about movement in the core. This one will be all about stay in twist. So let's roll on over and come to sit. Come to sit. And if you like, sit on the blanket because that tips the pelvis and makes it a little bit easier to stay seated comfortably without pain. So let's bring up one knee. Bring the hand across. Now picture your core. So we're turning all the way up the core. Now inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Deepen and deepen. Picture the wringing out of the towel, the wringing out of the core, and stay. Each inhale is long in the spine. Contract the belly on exhales if you'd like to try it. Final breath, release the head. Release, shoulders. So the core is unwinding, unwinding, unwinding back to center. Other side, check it out. Hand across. Inhale, lengthen. Gradually and gently, wringing out that towel, twisting the core. When you're fully around, contract the belly on exhales gently. Let's release the head. Release shoulders, releasing core back to center, and release the leg. Now this is for the back. The belly stays relaxed. Hug it up. Stretch the back. Stretch the back. Final breath, release. So let's do one more for the core and then we will relax. So lean back, lift the legs halfway, bring the arms overhead. Okay, legs down, arms down, release, relax, soft belly, leg stretch, Paschimottanasana. Final breaths here. So we'll release. Now you know where we're headed for our relaxation, so let yourself down to the ground. Use your blanket under the head, under the knees, or whatever works for you. Your only job here is to get comfortable. To get comfortable. So what works for you? And settling in, you discover shoulders, arms, hands. Discover hips, legs, feet. Discover what it takes to get your body able to let go and relax, because that's what this is all about, Shavasana. Finding your place here. The body is supported enough, willing and able to let go. So letting go is a process. It's a process that we start with the hips and legs, and we squeeze and tighten and power squeeze and feel it, and then the let go, the softening. Feel it and have a breath. We move to the upper body, shrugging shoulders to the ears, lifting head gently, stretching through the hands. Head down gently. All the rest, let it go. Let it down. Feel it. And come to the jaw. Move and stretch the jaw. And release, stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, squeeze. Let go, let go, let go, soften. So now we check back through the body. We check back in. We check in to discover if there's any remaining tension. So bring your awareness to the feet, to the toes, as you relax the toes, the arches, the heels, and the ankles. Have a breath. Relax up the line, the calves, the shins, the knees. Have a breath. Relaxing deeper up the line, upper legs, hips, and belly. So we let the whole lower body let go. Become aware of the spine, the support up the spine to the shoulders, arms, hands, heavy down. Feel how the fingers have softened and relaxed. Bring that softening and relaxing to the throat, to the lips, to the tongue floating, to the teeth not touching. We're softening cheeks, softening behind the eyes, softening brow, softening scalp, whole body letting go. Whole body letting go. Become aware of the breath, how the breath is responding, the breath letting go. Body letting go, Breath softening, we look deeper, mind and thought. Sounds, little sounds can come, it happens. Just stay relaxing through sound. Thought. Thought carries you away, come back. Release that thought. Return to the body. Return to the body and come deepest. Deepest. Find stillness, peace. That's what's there. Enjoy that peace as you stay. Return to the breath. Return to the body. Return to awareness as you gently move, stretch, and return. As you take your time, move, stretch, and return. I thank you. I hope you keep with you ease in your body and strength, balance, energy, and the peace. Until the next time, I thank you.